fucking chair is loud as shit. Alright, hey, hi. Oh. It's probably loud. I need to stop doing that, because it's probably just loud. Fuck, don't read yet, you dumbass. Anyway, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome to episode number 30. It's a 30 and a 0. Oh, no, because that did be 300. Oh, no. Anyway, hey, hi, ho, and howdy, everybody. My name is Shannon Shook, and welcome to episode number 30 of Katawa Shoujo. And shit. Anyway, also, part 3 of RIN's route. Day of the festival, if I'm not mistaken, too. Because, yeah, the festival is supposed to be tomorrow after the day that we... Anyway, in the last episode, we went to RIN with all those supplies we gathered with Emmy after we recovered from the nightmare that was the skip button. And then she painted, and we met the art teacher, Namia. He's a thing. I'm not gonna go into it other than that. And the festivities are about to begin. Okay. The next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Oh, and Ren finished her mural. It was late as shit when it happened, but, it was that. Sleeping late is fine, since it's a Sunday and there are no classes. Not just a Sunday, though, but the festival as well. God damn it, Shannon. From my window, I can already see some people at the soba booths laying noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low-quality food. Dude, festival noodles are fucking delicious. I'm sorry. At least any that I've ever had. I've never had fucking, fair or concert or whatever fucking noodles that weren't just fucking delicious. That shit is yummy as all kinds of shit. Fucking, pour a bunch of that shit in a cup. Fucking, dump some sriracha or some soy sauce on that bitch. Delicious. I throw back a handful of my morning meds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those as ominous as others, so I'm not as worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should be free to spend the day at the festival as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I exit into the hallway intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by his door, I decide to see what Kenji's up to today out of impulse. I'm curious to see if he has any plans, since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him having built a soundproof shelter in his room. Or possibly something like a fort, complete with a no girls allowed sign. Alright, so here's his fucking forting it. God damn it, we do have more shit. Then just open it up. Who is it? Yeah, supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn it. We'll just fucking read the thing. We're a real one. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. I was just gonna ask what were you gonna do today? Half the school's out there already. Where? Why? What? Is today special? Why are they there? Who are? I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess you can't see the big wooden booths outside and people selling stuff. The hell are you talking about? I have my curtains closed at all times to thwart snipers. It's the festival. You know that, right? Oh shit, that's today? Aw, damn it. I can't believe I forgot. I don't have my fort finished yet. This is bad. This is gonna be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is gonna be a bad day. Why? Oh man, they're gonna be everywhere. The people outside my window socializing. Kenji rubs his temples nervously, looking suddenly very ill. It's gonna be loud as hell. Damn, and I was gonna go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything is ruined. This is awful. This sucks. This sucks. All of the piece. What the hell? This really sucks. I can't go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. What the fuck gave you that idea? You could even say he's majorly freaking out. I can't believe this. So that's what today is. Damn, I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself now that it's here and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew. So I guess you're not gonna do any. Oh shit. So I guess you're not gonna do anything today. Ignore the part where I turned into you all of a sudden. The weather's even pretty good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought it would be cold. It's not though, so there's no real reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check the festival out. Kenji groans and covers his face with his hands. No, I can't do it. They'll eat me alive out there. I know it. This has got to be a joke. He even said it with such a straight face. Well, relatively straight. What are you gonna do? We should hang out in here. You can help me build my fort. We might even still make it work together. I got stuff. It'll be great. A manly picnic. Well, I joined the art club, so I guess I'll go with them. You did what? I joined the art club. Man, that was a bad move. Really bad. You don't know what kind of girls are in that art club. Troubled, angsty cuties. They'll tear your heart out and eat it raw. Dude, troubled, angsty cuties, the best. This is my high school band name. We only had one show. It wasn't very great. It was one of those things that sounds a lot better in your head than it does when you're actually there. Well, I know one art club member, and I don't really see RIN suddenly becoming a psychotic murderer. That's what you think. That seems unlikely. Don't say that. Don't fool yourself. You have no idea what you're dealing with there, man. They are the worst kind of best kind of worst kind of best. They drag you in with all this fancy-pantsy shit, and then when you least expect it, bam! Zoom, zip, right to the moon. Bam what? Kenji seems a little phased about my skepticism, but not any less loony. Bitch, have you not seen The Honeymooners? I've never watched the fucking Honeymooners. Doesn't matter. Tread carefully, man. Tread carefully, like it was a treadmill. You can't go too fast on those fucking things. You go flying off it and, like, you end up on World Star. He fingers his scarf nervously, sexually and or otherwise. Faster and faster, like he's trying to start a fire, and then slowly he begins to calm down. I'm gonna have to find some place to hide in. A safe haven. And then knock the lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. Instantaneous date rape drugs. I was about to make a terrible joke, and we're not gonna do. It was already bad that I mentioned the date rape drugs part. Absolutely was about to mention Bill Cosby. Anyway, I have the perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. That makes me so sad. I always want to go back and watch some of that shit, like an old Bill Cosby thing, and I'm like, that's funny, and then I'm like, oh, fuck. Then I remember who you are. Don't go to the festival. Okay. Later, dude. The door slowly closes with a creak, and a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about what Kenji just said. I don't know how to feel about what I just said. Holy shit, people! The happy hubbub of the crowd greets me as I push myself through the main door and step outside. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. It's 3:08 p.m. right now. Okay, we just did this. The school grounds were transformed into festival grounds over yesterday and this morning. Colorful stands are lining the main walkways from the main entrance to the school building. That's the biggest reason why this is a mistake for anyone who's going into this blind. I don't word good. Some people are still carrying stuff to and fro, but behind most counters are relaxed students who look like they're good to go. Most of the other students have been up early to finish the preparations. A feeling of guilt passes through me, but it soon goes away. I'm just a lowly transfer student after all. The scum of the earth. Some visitors are already strolling around the grounds. There are some young families with perturbed parents trying to keep up with their over-enthusiastic offspring. Dude, kids, man. Never again. Don't ask me why I said again, but... Little did you know, I have a kid in Taiwan named Skip. I just fucking dumped coffee all over myself. It's not even fucking tasty. It's just kind of there. God damn it. A few students of our own accompanied by their parents. And a lot of old and young people who are here for no reason, I can imagine. The Carillon bursts to life. Whatever. It's the bells burst into life, and the principal's squeaky voice announces the opening of the festival over the PA system. I don't think we ever meet the principal in this entire game. Just an observation. Damn. Everyone applauds politely, if a bit unenthusiastically. A school festival. We didn't really have festivals in my old school. It still kind of feels old-fashioned, especially considering the school I came from, but it's still somewhat exciting. A day off feels sweet after the first week of hard work, despite me lying on the hospital bed for 4 months prior to this. I even recall wishing that I could go to math lessons during my stint at the hospital. I can't remember the program for the festival, even though Muto went through it during class just the other day. I step off the dorm steps, intending to take a tour around the grounds to see all the stuff and all the others set up, but I only make it down to the bottom of the stairs. And there she is. I look in her eyes. She doesn't know what the fuck is going on. But that's okay, cause I don't know either. We're just alone in this world. Okay, sorry. A few people are studying RIN's mural on the wall, while the artist herself is lounging on the sidelines, leaning against the wall, looking extremely bored and mildly under the weather. Good morning. Hello. How's it going? Nowhere. I'm stuck. What do you mean stuck? I mean, I can't walk stuck. I think my legs are out of order because of yesterday. Does it hurt? That's hard to say. Maybe. The strain of working on the mural was greater than she let me know. I thought it was just a bit of tired muscles or something. I mean to ask something further, but Rin swiftly moves on to that. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking hell on your legs. Because number one, if you don't have arms, literally everything you do is done with your legs and your feet. You have to operate them both as legs and hands. Dude, you have fucking Chun-Li legs after that shit, man. Teacher's friends came by. And they headed into town for lunch and asked me to go. It's a good thing my legs hurt so much. But you're stuck sitting there. That's not good. I'll just wait till I can walk again. It should be either sooner or later if you think about it for a while. Teacher was happy that I finished the mural. You should be. But I wonder if it's finished after all. Oh? I thought yesterday that I'd done everything, but now I'm not so sure anymore. I should pay more details. Maybe. Probably. It's very hard to decide. Finished or not, the mural looks great in broad daylight. Weird, but great. Various human body parts, repeated over and over in wildly mutating, mostly disfigured variety, are the main element. They're rough-looking, as if thoughtlessly placed and rudimentally painted, but with a great deal of thought and care when it has gone into each and every one of them. Does this one have a frog growing out of its head? That's a goldfish. What's that? That's definitely tits. It's nothing. Anyway. I'm leaving that in only because I've seen other people leave it in and they haven't had problems with it, but I'm very, very questioning of it. The wall is so wide that I have to turn my neck from side to side to see the entire painting. It's hard to consider it as a single piece. The elements don't seem to fit together, but I guess they do create some kind of a whole. Abstract as it is, I have no idea what it's supposed to be portraying, but it looks nice. That's enough for me. I settle myself next to Rin, leaning against the wall like she does. The happy noises of the festival are becoming louder as more and more folks enter the grounds. The dorms are far from the main attractions of the main building and stands around the courtyard, so most visitors have not found their way here yet. A somewhat bored expression settles on Rin's face, making her look more detached from everything that's going around her. She is being awfully quiet. I wonder if she's in pain. So, what did the art people say about your mural? My question wakes Rin from her daydreaming. She lazily turns her face towards me. I'm not sure. I think they liked it. Maybe they did. What about you? Are you happy with the mural? Because I kind of participated, and it'd be terrible if you were unhappy. Rin tilts her head, biting her lower lip. I think it came out decently. It's not bad, but it's not good either. It's just... is. I guess it's alright at being empty-minded. Can I ask something else? What does the painting really portray? I thought about it yesterday when you said that it doesn't really portray anything. But that's kind of a logical fallacy, isn't it? You can't make something out of nothing. Not even art. Rin frowns and turns her head back towards the clouds. I don't know. I'm not very good at explaining things. It's just a mural. There's nothing special to it. I said it already. She sounds annoyed at my inquiries. I didn't know what I'd paint, so I decided to paint just a mural. It's a mural that portrays a mural. No, wait, I just thought of a better way to say it. It portrays itself. So, its muralness is at the maximum, at least as far as I can do. So if you think it has some meaning, I think that's the same as this one has. Alright then. Meaning, I feel the corners of my mouth turning upwards in a smile that's just a tiny bit bothered. I have never understood art in the deepest meaning of the word. I get the basics, how art is supposed to be only means for exchanging ideas and thoughts. However, I never learned how I should interpret a piece of art, to somehow divine what the artist intends to say through it. I know it's not anything special, but somehow my brain never can connect art with anything else than what I see. All I see is a mural. I can admire the technical skill. After all, even I know the difference between bad art and mediocre art. Mediocre art and good art. But that's as far as I can go. So don't ask me about meanings, Rin. Her reply sure made me reluctant to ask her about it any further, either. So what are you doing when you get on your feet? Nothing. Nothing? But there's a festival. Don't you want to go out and have some fun? I'm fine like this. You really don't like socializing much, do you? I think I'm arguing more for her than for myself at this point. It's not that I'm particularly thrilled about the festival either. Just a bit curious to see what it's like, and that's about it. Her answer is unsurprising. No, I don't. I guess, me neither in the end. You should go if you want to. I know, but I can keep you company. I'm not used to all this just yet, so it's okay to take it easy. I can leave, though, if you want to be alone. Goddamn people pleaser. I'm the same way. I like it if you're here. We circle around each other with words, but eventually end up somewhere. Her saying that makes me feel oddly happy, so I stay. Dude, it's nice to be wanted places. I'm all about it. Her presence is something I like too. The odd, warm aura of serenity that she seems to have, that she seems to emanate makes it comfortable to be silent. I really like that. Also, I'm sorry for the obviously terrible noises that are coming in through that fucking microphone. I have to keep adjusting the goddamn thing. It's pissing me off. Again, I've done it. We watch people walk by, the two of us silent, everyone else chattering happily among themselves. Students are leading their families to the dorms to show their rooms. They pass us in the mural, maybe glance at it once or twice. Turn my fucking fan on, because it's hot as shit in here. Hopefully it's not loud. You're definitely loud. I can hear you, you fuck. I pay less attention to them and more to my companion, trying to figure out my way past her cryptic, unreadable wall of a face. Her eyes flicker restlessly from one person to another as they walk by. Is she waiting for people to stop at the mural? Maybe secretly hoping someone would comment on it? I don't think anyone would assume that she was the artist. We're just kind of sitting here like a pair of hobos, after all. She doesn't even have hands. I wonder if it's even in Rin's style to fish for compliments. She seems so aloof. More people walk by, some of them pointing their fingers at the mural, exchanging words that I can't make out. Someone draws a snow cone, or drops a snow cone on his shoe. Too bad for him. Oh, it's the dude from Lilo and Stitch. Poor bastard. Everyone seems to like it. I suggested tentatively throwing a topic into the stale summer air separating us. Rin doesn't answer right away, but now I'm mostly used to her occasional slowness when she must talk. It's like she takes great care picking her words, which is really unbelievable when you consider the jumble that comes out of her mouth. I wanted to make it so that you can just look at it without thinking. And then I realized that doesn't make any sense, so it became something like a mix of this and that. From far away, it looks like someone vomited a herd of butterflies on the wall, which is exactly what that obnoxious president person didn't want. Is that word that... What word? That. What is the word for more than one butterfly? Butterflies? No, like a herd, or a school, or a heap. I don't know, a flock, maybe? Maybe people like butterfly vomit. Rin looks at the mural, looking surprisingly unhappy. The middle could be better. Usually I like in-betweens, but this is a pain in the butt. Not literally, of course, but then again I did get that too. I guess it was literally after all. Don't be so critical of yourself. She looks at me funnily, but shuts up. At about this point, I start thinking if I really should leave and do something more constructive with my Sunday. This is the pinnacle of social failure. A whole free day, a festival right outside my doorstep, and what do? Sit here with Rin, two bystanders with nothing to do except to think about what a pity it is to just be a bystander. Even realizing how pitiful it is, I don't do anything. I don't stand up and take off for a day of fun. Shuffle, shuffle. Fidget. Shuffle. Rin is shuffling about restlessly, constantly swinging one leg over the other knee and then back again. She has a very irritated look on her face. Is, something wrong? Yes. No. Yes. Yeah, that's right, you son of a bitch. Drink your coffee while I'm in a situation over here. She suddenly hops up to her feet. It's surprising. I thought she was still rendered immobile, but apparently that's not the case. I have to go find Emmy or someone. I need help with something. I can, help you? No, it's okay. One of us has to stay here in case something happens. Don't be ridiculous. Nothing even remotely interesting has happened since I came out here, except that one guy who dropped a snow cone on his foot. Let me help you, since I'm bored. So, what is it? Stop while you're ahead, dude. Rin's lips flatten tightly against one another into an almost perfectly horizontal line. She closes her eyes and draws in a deep breath. When she opens her eyelids, the frighteningly stern look in her dark eyes takes me aback. So, you might not want to hear this. Maybe you do. I don't know, but it doesn't matter. Even if it would, you're not leaving me any choice. I'm having my period, and I need some help regarding that. However, I don't feel that our relationship is yet on the level where I would allow you to pull my underwear down in the girls' toilet, even if you offer to. I'm gonna need you to help me find Emmy. That's why you should stay here while I go and look for her. As blood rushes to my cheeks like the rising tide, my brain tries to desperately search for an answer, but the only thing I can think of is how that was the most coherent thing I've ever heard come out of Rin's mouth during these 4 days that I've known her. Alright, you do you, girlfriend. Not wanting to meet Rin's eyes, I turn my face aside, pretending I'm looking at someone's parents. From the corner of my eye, I see Rin turning on her heel and walking off without further ado. I feel like going to hide under some rock. I wonder how long Rin will be gone or if she'll return at all. Dude, I know that feeling. You just want to help, and then she does return eventually, appearing seemingly out of nowhere and sit back to where she was, next to my place. I'm back. She says it flatly, like my blunder never happened. I'd prefer to forget the whole matter as well, so I keep quiet. Oh my god, Rin, look behind you, it's a demon! Alright, time passes in standstill. The sun gleams from high above the main building. It hits me directly in the eyes, but I just squint instead of moving. In a bit, it becomes painful to keep my eyes open just a little on my temple. You motorcycle driving son of a bastard. I'm recording here, calm down! My temples start aching. My head hurts. I think this day gave me a headache. You believe it? You hungry? How is that related to a headache? It's not. I asked because I am. Her oblivious seriousness melts my irritation with its ridiculousness. That's a lot of S's right there, or S's. There's a lot going on right there, my dude. And I find the corners of my mouth turning slightly upwards again. It's adorable, isn't it? You know what? So am I. I'll go get some food for us. What do you want, my treat? Doesn't matter. Just give me food from my face hole. So hungry. Returning with the food, I give one portion to Rin, taking the other for myself, and we dig in without a word. Rin looks upwards, fork hanging out of the corner of her mouth. What are clouds? I always thought that the cloud were thoughts of the sky or something like that, because you can't touch them. You thought that like when you were a kid? No, last week. Maybe because sometimes my thoughts feel like clouds. Fluffy and white and slow. Like the sky was in my mind. Like my mind was the sky. The sky of your mind. Close your eyes and think of sky. You won't be able to think of anything else until you stop. I try it. It works. Magic? Opening my eyes, I see Rin studying me with her eyes. It feels uncomfortable because she doesn't say anything. I kind of just turn away. Clouds are water. Evaporated water. You know, they say that almost all the water in the world at some point in existence will at some point in its existence be part of a cloud. Every drop of tears and blood and sweat that comes out of you, it'll be a cloud. All the water inside your body too. It goes up there after some time after you die. It might take a while though. Your explanation is better than any of mine. Well, it's because it's true. That must be it. I carry on eating the food before it gets cold. The wall offers a bit of blessed shade as the sun revolves around the dome of the sky. After the afternoon is already slowly making its way into the evening, so our lunch becomes more of a dinner, or whatever the word is for an irregular meal like this. Despite what I decide to call it, it certainly hits the spot. I haven't eaten a bit since forever. My appetite filled, I let out a satisfied sigh. Rin hasn't eaten all of hers, but seems to be done with her food as well. I lean back, taking in the atmosphere. The crowd's thinned already, but the activities are still going. Everyone seems to be enjoying themselves. And why not? It's warm, the perfect kind of summer day when it's hot, but not too hot for comfort. Dude, I know. I understand. The sun will set soon. Time really has flown by. We've been sitting here for 6 hours. Yup, we have. You want to do something else now? No, not really. Me neither. Can we talk about how that is like just the best kind of friend and or significant other to have? Where you can just sit next to each other, do almost fucking nothing, and have a great fucking time. That shit's awesome. Just fucking chilling, man. She adjusts her position and leans against the wall, and I follow her lead, relaxing my own body. For minutes on end, we can just sit there without saying a word. Don't get me wrong, people to talk to is great too. There's not always going to be situations where you can do that. So, not to undermine other types of I'm trying to feel Rin's mood from her demeanor, the tension of her muscles, the tiny expressions fleeting on her face. It's no use. She's unreadable as always. The crowd swells to and fro, more happily chattering with each other. People happily fuck. Very few people pay real attention to the mural, and even less to us. I fiddle with the few odd pebbles absent-mindedly. The act of doing something just for the sake of doing something, the pinnacle of idleness. Inch by inch, the sun creeps lower and lower towards the tree line, changing the color of the sky close to the horizon from golden yellow to orange and red as the movement of the sunset draws near. I feel like my stomach is filled with lead after eating so heavily, but the brick wall feels surprisingly comfortable against my back. I try to fight against the drowsy feeling that's overwhelming me, to no real avail. I wake up with a start. A low boom reverberates through the school grounds. After images of bright sparks flash through my vision like stars. Something rises towards the skies from the direction of the sports field. A tail of fire trails behind it until a burst of red and yellow flame lights up the sky above the school with another loud boom. Fireworks. The sudden flash of light against the canvas of the night sky awakens me to realize it's actually dark already. How long did I sleep? I feel groggy and I can't feel my right arm. As I attempt to flex it, I realize why. RIN is leaning heavily against my shoulder, almost falling onto my lap. She is fast asleep, not even fazed by the fireworks. Her mouth is slightly open and her eyes are peacefully closed. She's just fucking drooling all over the place. A sleeping child-like face of the innocent. I shake RIN gently with my free arm, trying to wake her up, or failing that, move her so that my other arm is liberated from its pinch. RIN's face twitches and her eyelids shut tighter, as if to resist the urge of waking up. She gradually opens her eyes, but she keeps them half closed, letting the light from the fireworks sneak just past her eyelashes so the green irises mirror the bright flashes of the explosions, and then looks up at me and frowns. That was a fucking long-ass sentence. Just a little while longer, okay? RIN's voice is drowsy and slow, leaving her almost unintelligibly muttered words hanging lazily in the air. It seems she's not entirely aware of the situation. RIN's head drops back onto my shoulder. She leans against me with all her weight. She snuggles against my side, trying to make herself comfortable, but making me feel very uncomfortable at the same time. I become intensely, almost painfully aware of RIN's warm body and the deep, peaceful movement of her chest against my arm, her breathing soon returning to the even rhythm. I can't help admiring her gift for sleeping, at the ease of my mind, or the ease of my mind of hers to use someone that is known for less than a week as a pillow. Oh my god, brain, work. The rockets rise up into the sky one at a time, breaking into flowers of red, green, and gold, accompanied by the oohs and ahs of the audience. I try to push RIN's disconcerting proximity out of my mind for what can I do about it. I just hope her short while really is that. One by one, the glittery bursts are born and die in the blink of an eye, coloring the dark night sky into a constantly changing abstract painting. I listen to the low booms of the explosions and RIN's quiet breathing, trying to clear my own head of the post-awakening disorientation. Motherfucker used some big words in RIN's route, all I'm gonna say. Thankfully, just a while longer proves to be just a while, as RIN stirs from her slumber and wakes up again before the fireworks are over. I fell asleep. She finally opens her eyes completely and blinks a few times. You fell asleep on top of me. Twice. You didn't like it? Despite the inconclusive stammering, RIN sits upright, drawing herself away from me. Well, you're a little heavy. That's a lie. She weighs next to nothing. But I have to get my jab back at her, even if it's under the belt. My mock protest fails to draw any reaction as RIN's attention draws upwards to the flashes of the fireworks. She seems hypnotized by the colorful play of explosions. A slight tingling sensation goes up and down my arm as blood starts to circulate again. It's unpleasant, but it helps me get rid of this dizzy feeling. More and more rockets rise up to the sky, the bright colors of their explosions reflecting from the clouds. Both of us stare at the fireworks fixedly through the canopy of trees, enthralled by the show. We would get a vastly better view of the sky if we moved even a couple of yards, but neither of us bothers to even suggest it. I really do like fireworks, even though looking at them makes me feel kind of sad, I think. It's like they want you to look at them so bad, so they're loud and bright, but when someone looks, they're already gone. It's like they weren't even real. They are real, I can tell you that. All of this is real, you know. If you think about it, nothing really lasts for long. Even something like my life or yours is just the blink of an eye in the history of everything. Like one of those rockets. Poof, and we're gone. But we're here, aren't we? Yeah, this is reality. RIN is sitting next to me, the loud bangs of the fireworks, the vast unlimited sky. These things are definitely real, even though they won't stay here forever. feel warm inside, and I wonder if it's because Rin is so close to me or just the feeling of being alive. I don't really know what I should say next. It's alright, maybe I'm just talking to myself. But, you know, fireworks are pretty, but in the end, isn't it somehow silly to spend so much money on a fraction of a second worth of pretty sparkles? Rin rips her gaze off the still ongoing spectacle and leans backwards, looking at me with a repulsed face. Wow, I never expected you to be such a cynic. Cynic's a pretty harsh word. Rather, I just think of myself as a realist. Isn't a realist just the word for what a cynic calls himself? Jesus, just got you there, my dude. The final rocket goes off with a bang of silver and blue, leaving the grounds eerily silent for a moment until the crowd starts moving towards the main gate like a cattle herd. Wisps of gray smoke drift towards the dorms of the sports field, from the sports field. The pungent sulfurous smell of gunpowder it carries along feels like it sticks to my hair and clothes. Is that it? I think so. I stand up and stretch my sore back. Sleeping against a brick wall wasn't such a good idea after all. Rin stands up as well and turns to face me, with an expectant gaze on her tired features. Although she seems to have trouble focusing her eyes, she's looking straight at me, something I feel has not occurred too often in the past week. So... I suddenly realized we've almost been on like a date here, as if by accident, even if we did nothing. But it wasn't, so why is the blood rushing to my cheeks and my speech stammering? I don't know what I should say, especially since it involves Rin is waiting for me to say something, but luckily she solves my problem for me. Good night, Asao. She gives me one more lingering look, measuring me from tip to toe, turns around on her heel and skips off, disappearing into the crowd. Okay. Good night. I'm left standing there, giving my response to the cooling night air. The festival turned out to be nothing like I expected. I ended up spending all day in one spot with Rin, even though neither of us agreed on nor suggested that we do anything. I just didn't have anything better to do, and evidently neither did she. Rin's warmth lingers on my for a while longer in my body before disappearing into the falling night. Meditated move, but a vague sense of determination has really been building inside of me for the past few weeks. Week? What? I want to do something. I want to belong somewhere. Somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight. I'm sorry.